Sungguh ironis di saat Presiden Prabowo Subianto menegaskan komitmen Indonesia terhadap solusi dua negara, two-state solution dalam konflik. Konflik Israel-Palestina yang menjunjung pengakuan kedaulatan serta keamanan kedua pihak. Justru kabar duka datang menghantam bangsa ini. Personel TNI yang tergabung dalam misi penjaga perdamaian United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon dilaporkan menjadi korban serangan tentara Zionis Israel.
Saya tegaskan bahwa kita juga harus mengakui dan menjamin hak Israel untuk berdiri sebagai negara yang berdaulat dan negara yang harus juga diperhatikan dan dijamin keamanannya. Karena itu Indonesia sudah menyampaikan begitu negara Palestina diakui oleh Israel, Indonesia siap untuk mengakui Israel dan kita siap untuk membuka hubungan diplomatik dengan Israel. Kami juga menyampaikan bahwa Indonesia siap untuk menyumbang pasukan perdamaian di kawasan tersebut.
Peristiwa ini bukan sekedar meninggalkan luka mendalam, tetapi juga mengguncang rasa keadilan. Ketika pasukan yang diutus untuk menjaga perdamaian justru menjadi sasaran kekerasan. Ironi kian terasa karena hingga saat ini belum ada pernyataan resmi yang tegas dari Prabowo Subianto untuk mengutuk dan mengecam insiden tersebut. Di tengah gelombang kecaman dari berbagai pihak internasional, sikap diam ini memantik tanda tanya besar di ruang publik apakah komitmen terhadap perdamaian benar-benar diiringi dengan keberanian bersikap. Ketika nilai-nilai perdamaian terus digaungkan di forum global, masyarakat pun berharap adanya ketegasan yang sejalan dalam merespon setiap pelanggaran, terlebih ketika menyangkut nyawa prajurit bangsa sendiri.
This morning, 2 Indonesian peacekeepers.
Atas insiden ini, PBB secara resmi menyampaikan belasungkawa atas gugurnya prajurit penjaga perdamaian Indonesia di perbatasan Lebanon. Kehilangan ini bukan hanya duka bagi keluarga, tetapi juga luka bagi seluruh rakyat Indonesia. Dan dalam keterangannya, PBB mengungkap fakta yang mengkhawatirkan. Tank-tank Israel menembakkan senjata utama mereka dalam jarak sangat dekat sekitar 15 meter dari konvoi pasukan penjaga perdamaian. Tindakan ini dinilai sebagai pelanggaran serius terhadap hukum internasional serta mencerminkan eskalasi berbahaya terhadap misi perdamaian dunia. PBB pun secara tegas mengutuk serangan tersebut yang menyebabkan gugurnya 3 prajurit TNI.
That the statement we issued yesterday in which the Secretary General strongly condemned the incident that took place on Sunday that resulted in the death of an Indonesian peacekeeper serving with the UN Interim Peacekeeping Force in southern Lebanon, UNIFIL. Our colleagues who died in the line of duty yesterday was Cadet Farizal Rambi, and that took place in Taib. His colleague, Private Rico Pramudia, was seriously injured and is being treated in a hospital in Beirut. We extend our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and colleagues of the fallen peacekeeper, as well as to the government and people of Indonesia. We also wish a full and swift recovery to the injured peacekeeper. And as you're aware, there was another incident today in Bani Hayan in Sector East, and where there are reports of further casualties of UN peacekeepers. At this point, we're seeking further information from our colleagues on the ground, who, as you can imagine, continue to do work in extremely challenging and dangerous conditions. Some of the injured were able to be extracted today, but we are not able to access the scene to extract 2 others due to the lack of security guarantees. Following coordination with the Lebanese and Israeli authorities, a team is on the way to the scene now. We will update you as soon as we have more information, but I know Jean-Pierre Lacroix will also have more information for you. As you know, UNIFIL peacekeepers have been the subject of aggressive behavior, intimidation, and threats, and this must stop immediately. This Saturday, a UNIFIL convoy traveling along a coastal road near our headquarters in Nakora in Sector West was subjected to 6 warning shots fired by IDF elements stationed nearby, resulting in some small arms impact on one of our vehicles. On their way back, a Merkava IDF tank fired its main gun with the shell exploding just 15 meters from a vehicle of UNIFIL's Quick Reaction Force convoy. The vehicle suffered minor damage but was able to continue its movement. Once again, the Secretary General calls on all to uphold their obligations under international law and to ensure the safety and security of UN personnel and property at all times. Attacks on peacekeepers, as we've been saying quite a bit, is a grave violation of international humanitarian law and of Security Council Resolution 1701 and may amount to war crimes. There will need to be accountability. We urge the parties to de-escalate and immediately and fully adhere to their obligations under Security Council Resolution 1701 and to avail themselves of the existing mechanisms. Once again, we stress that civilians, including humanitarian and healthcare workers and civilian infrastructure, must be protected at all times, a concern made even more urgent by announcement of expanded military operations in southern Lebanon by the Israeli government. We have, turning to Yemen, I can tell you that we have consistently warned of the risk of the spillover from the conflict in the Middle East, and we're gravely concerned by the Houthis' recent decision to engage in the regional war by launching military attacks against Israel. We urge the Houthis to refrain from any further involvement and instead engage in diplomatic and mediation efforts, particularly through the UN Special Envoy Hans Grunberg. Mr. Grunberg warned over the weekend this escalation risks drawing the country into the regional conflict, further complicating efforts to resolve the crisis in Yemen.
Gelombang kecaman internasional pun menguat. Pemerintah Tiongkok melalui juru bicara Kementerian Luar Negeri Mao Ning menyebut insiden ini sebagai sesuatu yang sama sekali tidak dapat diterima dan mendesak adanya akuntabilitas. Sementara pemerintah Prancis melalui Menteri Luar Negeri Jean-Noël Barrot bahkan mendesak Dewan Keamanan PBB untuk segera menggelar pertemuan darurat guna merespons tewasnya personel UNIFIL asal Indonesia.
第1701号决议绝对不能接受，必须立即停止。中方敦促当事方推动局势降温，采取切实措施，保障联合国维和人员的安全。冲突升级不符合任何一方的利益，中方反对袭击平民和民用设施，再次呼吁立即停止军事行动，尽快启动和谈进程，防止出现更大的人道灾难。